And pool banned, actually. The answer banned from Sinners. So first pick, Frosty. Airwalk the answer. Off-road from Into the Breach, they got off-road. Control. Not opting for speed here yet, which is, I think, is a bit interesting. Maybe Tween and Kappa have found that it hasn't worked that well. But out of the remaining ones, yeah, speed the choice. So they've gone for Airwalk and Control. And Into the Breach have gone for Frosty and Off-road. Braking as well, I think, is a tough map to play them on. A very tough map to face ITB on. Also, let me do this. But yeah, I don't know. Pool against... I feel like Pool is a map that suited them. Alas. We go into the game. Do these guys use wheels or keyboard? Yeah, this is actually an interesting game because all 4 players are on keyboard. Not something you see too often. Anymore. But Mime and Alcon both keyboard. Kappa and Tween both keyboard. And we're starting on Into the Breach's choice of Frosty. I think Casey did play this. Again, sorry. Sinners plays against KC. Yes, they did. Check in pace here. Sorry, not KC. They played it against another team. But the consistency from Sinners on this hasn't been too good yet. Ooh. Good start though for Kappa. And Tween as well, top 2. Wild question. Ah, that's a respawn. Hang on. Uh-oh. 1 second gap. Sometimes I have this problem when I play Couple Today or matches or whatever. It's like you end the warm-up and it's live. Like the matches just go now. Like it started. And if you're not fully ready, then like, hey, we're playing a match, you can get caught off guard like this. Into the Breach might get aced round 1 on their own map choice. Oh, but Mime denies it. Mime gets in the way just barely by 0.1 as Tween did not get the 360, so it's not as bad. Whew.
Victory.
World record is a 1:05.13 from Mutta. And no one is close to that time at the moment. In this match, the closest anyone has personal best-wise is Elcon. 1:05.54. Still 0.4 of a second away, right? So it's a really good time. So it's tough to play against. But you don't have to beat that. You only have to beat your opponents. Alcon with a respawn. Tween with a crash. Mime clear first place now. Oh, but he goes out to the side. I don't know how he saved that. But he should be a goalkeeper. Not a Trackmania player. He could land a contract with a big team if he's making saves like that. That is incredible. Kappa and Tween with a new opportunity to ace. Mime in between them though. Wide 360 for Tween. Mime might win this. Oh! The margins get in their way. Tween barely crashing the finish, or else they aced. Like, they would have had that ace if Tween's car just got slightly earlier across the finish line. Couple with a mistake. Like, there's a reality where Into the Breach are 0 and 6 here rather than 2 to 4. They have gotten saved twice now. And they're off to a really good start themselves. I'd be scared if Into the Breach were ahead before the 360s. I not like to be sinners right now. Oh no! And he goes into the mime corner, and that's what's supposed to happen when you go into the corner where mime was at. It's really not supposed to be savable at that point. Should be an ace now. 4 Into the Breach. Good times too. 105 mid right now, the pace. If they get good 360s. Ooh. Alcon missing it a bit, but coming back through 105.9. Who won the last match? Yeah. Insane game. KC barely winning. 7th map. Clip and share it. I think that Trackmania clip of the last round there is basically a viral hit. If you upload it on TikTok, if you put it on Reddit, it's gonna be one of those, oh my god, insane esport moment. Oh, Alcon with a mistake, jumping past the plastic. Ooh. Ooh, good speed for Sinners. Could reclaim the lead. No official cast anymore. So, today we're doing a watch party. The difference is... lowered shoulders. Are you guys enjoying this format? Because I think today, when I was solo, Janek's not here today, the alternative would be me coping and saying, yeah, I can run this entire show solo. I will just talk my brains off and say a bunch of things to try to fill space. And it would feel pretty hollow, I think. So now we all get to just sit down and enjoy the game together. Like, I think there's you should have both. Like, a full cast of the game doesn't need to be that serious either. But you still want to, like, represent... Oh, the game of the league. The best you can. 3 out of 4 players crashing right now. Tough map. Mime barely surviving the turn. Alca's made a massive mistake. This should be a draw. But I think for today, with the options available, this was the best outcome. Just a chill watch party today. Should have flown out a random chatter to Norway to be the co-host. It's crazy because Janek's friends have been visiting the last days. And every time we're out, we've gotten recognized. One of the guys that recognized us was a bar owner. And so he just asked, what are you and your friends drinking? And then he just bought that for the entire table. And then we ended up losing one of Janek's friends out in the city. We could not find him, and we had his phone. And so we spent like 2 hours looking for one of Janek's friends this weekend. So anyways, I don't know if a random person, maybe, just call his phone. We tried that several times, only to realize, oh, we have his phone. But we found him eventually. What he had done is just leave the club early without his phone and called a cab to their Airbnb. Without telling anyone. He just dipped. He's like, yeah, I'm out. Like, thanks, great. You didn't think it was important to say that? No. By the way, close round, Mime. Good start to the 360s. Tweed in trouble. Ace, and they're done. Frosty locked in for Into the Breach. How do you call a cab with no phone? You know what's crazy? Taxis did not exist before everyone had phones. Like, how did you even get a taxi before you had a phone? Did you just, like, walk up to a taxi and say, I need a ride? Like, what? Who would do that? No way. My points. Airwalk the answer though. I like Airwalk for Sinners. Because they need maps with less gimmicks. I think Sinners, the best version of Sinners is when they can play old school Trackmania. And just have as clean, like, have it just come down to racing lines, right? And you might say, okay, Airwalk, what kind of pick is that then? Because it has bumpers. But bumpers are really just like press forward blocks. Elcon a bit too wide. Like, sure. The ending is tricky, but here, this is just jump and land. Which I think suits them fine, and they're doing great this first round, right? So if they practice the ending, this is a really good map for Tween and Kappa. And they are so far winning against Mime. Oh, Mime getting good speed here though. That's gonna pass Tween. Also good line to challenge Kappa on the exit here. Ooh. Getting past the pillar. All three of them. Mime getting closer first. And now the ending, the airwalk, the bumpers. Tween going in with more speed, having to release late. Mime might get this with a cleaner line to the finish. Kappa also looking to get past. And he's gotten away with theft. With grand theft of points. Mime making it a 1-1. So you see the map there? It's pretty good for them, I think, until the identity. As soon as there's a gimmick, like a trick, Mime and Elcon are gonna study that. They're gonna study that and just, like, sharpen it down to the 100th. But yeah, great match for Mime. Some mistakes on Airwalk. No, sorry. On Frosty, but he was the only defense in the early rounds. Like, he denied 2 aces, I think, in the first 2 rounds, so... really strong. And Elcon with the best start now. After that mistake round 1. Ooh. Daring to go so low there. He beat Tween on this turn last time. Again, daring to get more speed. Has a trickier aim to get, but he lands that. Tween and Kappa losing ground in the drifts here. And now the identity. We saw Mime gain a lot here last time. Gonna release earlier to land with more speed. Is that gonna pay off? Kappa might get the best of this one. Into the finish! Woo! By 600ths. He makes it a draw. Very clean. Yeah, they tied to Elcon and Mime, got the exact same time. By the way, world record here, 108.22. If you want to pay attention to pace. Anything that is 108.5 is really strong. Really, really strong. Because the identity, you can gain or lose like 2/10, just if you have a slightly different approach Tween. Too much inside on the jump. It's like 0.5 already is a great time. Doing Cup of the Day? I don't think I'm doing Cup of the Day, no. I wouldn't mind if Trackmania Grand League was like 2 games, Cup of the Day, then 2 more games. I think that would actually be kind of hype. Like a Cup of the Day break mid TMGL. But the games overlap. So... and the worst part is, I saw there was a bobsleigh turn in the Cup of the Day. Elcon not getting the ace. There's one... oh no! The draw might be gone. There's no draw to be had into the breach. First points here, 4-3. It's an ice map today with 1 bobsleigh turn. Are they playing Breaking? Yes. Breaking is 5th map, I think. I feel like Into the Breach got the best of the draft. But it depends on what Cup and Tween value the most. Like, Into the Breach got Frosty, they got Off-Road and Braking, like, such gimmicky maps, right? That you could almost, I don't know what prep Tween and Kappa have on them, but you could almost just say, yeah, it's very likely that Into the Breach get these. So then Sinners need to win their own maps and the 7th Decider to equalize. But even that is looking very tough, right? Because this is not a bad map for Into the Breach. Tween with a mistake. Mime, great splits. Oh, gets a really good early landing too. Late on the second bumper though. I don't think he was getting what he wanted there. And Kappa wins the round. Tween also getting in the third there, so they equalize. 5-5. So there's no official commentator for second round, as you did in first. Elaborate. For the second round? No Cup of the Day, that's why I came. But now you get to see players that are way better. Like, sometimes people say like, oh, Wirtual wins Cup of the Day, so why doesn't he go pro? And then you look at this list of players, right? Elcon and Mime are two of the most winning Cup of the Day players. And so far this season, they are one of the bottom teams. They have lost 3 games to other pro players that don't play Cup of the Days. Oh, so you mean there's no commentator for step 2? Yes, there is. I wouldn't even say, like, this is a distinction. By the way, ace possible here for Sinners. Are they gonna get the bumper? That's good for Into the Breach. Are they close enough? Not quite. 8-5 here for Sinners. Important points. Yeah, no, so I wouldn't say mine and Janek's cast of the league are official. It's... oh my god, no way! They both missed the first bumper. They landed on the corner and they get a slowdown. That could be the round just in the first 2 seconds of driving. They both landed at the exact edge of the block. And then the side of the wheel, like the inside here, right? Crashes. And you get a slowdown. You could be more safe and jump straight onto the arrow, but you lose like 2 or 3 hundredths. But I think what me and Janik try to do is like provide a pretty balanced cast. We don't really play favorites with the teams. And then we have production, which is fun. No, no! Ace and Shambles. Kappa had the same mistake. Or is it in Shambles? They only need a 3rd place for Kappa here to win the round. Secure the map. And with Mime respawning, that gets locked in. 1-1. I find it a lot of fun, but it's all on our own initiative. Cool. So today we're doing a watch party. I think next week we'll be back to casting. Where's Jane today? At an undisclosed location. Doing confidential activities that he might tell you about on his next stream. I don't know. So the thing is, I don't think Janik told his own viewers what he's doing today. So I'm not gonna say it for him. He can tell the stories. It's more exciting. Check out his stream tomorrow morning. Tomorrow morning on Janik's stream to get the gossip. Off-road is a very Into the Breach favorite map. This thing When I saw it, just screams ITB, ITB. A bit of G1, but mostly ITB. Mime and Alcon are two of the best slidey surface players, like grass, dirt, plastic. And this map has so much of it. And Tween and Kappa, Origins and Tech, mostly platform, is... I'm assuming gonna struggle to keep up, but they're doing good so far. Apart from the mistake from Kappa, they're holding their own. Still in range here for Tween, with a good end. Great line there on the grass, getting closer. Passing Elcon, almost passing Mime onto the penalty grass now. Weaving between the trees. Drop down. Does he have the speed to catch the Mime? He's close, but not quite. Still a good time though, 0.6. Winning the first round for Into the Breach. Also, 1 second, my allergies are flaring up again. 1 second. Okay, we're back. Tween in first again, keeping up this round. That is really healthy signs, I think. Healthy signs for Sinners. Because matching Mime and Elcon's pace on this is not easy. It's probably the two of the 4 best players on this map, if I had to. Put them in a range. 59.6 though for Mime again. World record here is 0.15 from Mime. 59.15. But I was gonna ask, does anyone in chat know? You have like laser you can get to get your vision fixed, right? It's like you get 1 laser and instead of using contacts or glasses, you just have good vision again. Is there anything like that for allergies? Like, can you get vaccinated against pollen? Like, just so you never have to deal with it again? Laser into the nose, really? It lasts for 1 year. Oh. Oh, danger wedge, Tween sliding out. I think one of these is not science. I think one of these comments is not scientific, and you can try to look at chat and guess which one. But close round in this race here. Kappa gets the upper hand. Maybe worth looking into. People are saying it's expensive. I hope it's not too expensive. Because this is annoying. Like, it's impeding on my work. You did allergy desensitization. Best choice in your life. I hope it's doable in Norway. I take meds. I mean, I take antihistamine, right? Also called cetirizine. But that doesn't really help that much. Tax deductible allergies. That's copium. That's copium. That's called fraud. Ah, yes, IRS. This expensive surgery is necessary for my... Like, it would help. But I don't think you can claim it as absolutely necessary. Slide out for Tween again. Sinners losing a player there. And they're keeping up so well, but they've had a lot of mistakes. Alcon had to go wide to catch the speed. And now Mime versus Kappa up front. Can Kappa find anything? Gets a bit more platform, a bit more speed that way. But it's too far. It's too far. And a great time for Mime, 0.3. Might try other anti-summon, maybe. I recognize there's a parallel universe, but I could get on a tangent right now. But I think we should just look back to the game. Instead of getting lost in the allergy sauce and opinions. Trackmania, everybody. Trackmania Grand League. 2 of the bottom teams in the league right now fighting for survival. Sinners and Into the Breach. They have 1 map each. We're on Into the Breach's map choice. Elcon in trouble. And if he loses time here, Mime 1v2. If they get ace now, could be very bad for them. This is like an expected map win for Into the Breach. You like the hoodie? Thank you. Trizzy! Oh no! Mime hitting the tree! Bonk! And Sinners are looking pretty scary on off-road. This is a map that when I looked at the veto, I would think you should ban this. You should ban this against ITB because there's no way you're winning it. But look at this. They're 2 points away. If they take off-road, I'm starting to believe. Sinners didn't win a single best of 7 last season. But if they get this and the next map is Control, I mean, it's honestly quite possible. Can Into the Breach stabilize though? They've had a lot of mistakes. No room for error anymore. Good start from all the players. The ice slide, danger wedge. They keep it on track. Tween going wide, they're getting a lot of speed, zooming past Elcon. Into second. Now the ending. Kappa with pretty low speed, not gonna get closer to Elcon. Hopes that Tween can hold this and secure 1 point. If they get aced, that would be just as bad equally. But Kappa comes closer. He might pass Elcon. Secure a draw here would be massive. Is it going to be enough? It will indeed. 9-7 here. And as long as they don't get aced, that's the map for Sinners. They could steal this away by just a hair. But I firmly believe Into the Breach could ace this with 0.3s, 0.2s. We've seen them do that. They can find the flow. Good ramp cut from Elcon, pushing for pace. They know they have to beat Tween. Oh, but the crash might just lock it in. Is Elcon gonna make the jump? Is he gonna make the next one? Because this one is tough. Okay, has to go wide now. But this is several seconds lost. And Tween and Kappa just need to make sure they're not 3rd and 4th. Not 3rd and 4th, and they take the map. That's pretty big. ITB will lose again. It's far from over. Like, Into the Breach are good on Control. They also have Braking, which is a map a lot of people have them favored on. But think about this. When did you ever see Sinners win a game?
Sinners wins the track.
You haven't in the Trackmania World Tour format. You might have in the All-Stars. But Sinners went 0-7 last season. And then they started the season 0-3. This is kind of big. This is kind of hype. Kappa and Tween doing well so far. And last season I felt like Sinners, they weren't the top team, but I felt more their performance was like 2-5, like 2 games won, 5 lost. It could have easily been that. It could have easily been like maybe 3-1, 4 lost, but not 0-7. It didn't feel reflective of the skill level. They just had a bad season. But now they're doing pretty good this game. Do they communicate while playing this? Can communication help? Yeah. So the players, the blue players are on the team in voice chat, and red is on their own voice chat. And so you might be caught by here and say, brother, I've lost 2/10, but I checked the splits for you now, and you have a 1/10 lead before the bobsleigh, right? You might communicate if a player crashes. You might shock call like, oh, go risk to try to secure the points. If you don't know the points format, basically, If blue gets first and second, they would get 3 points and red 0. If it's first and fourth, like it is right now in the splits, that would be 1 point to each team, a draw. First and fourth, and second and third. And if it's first and third, and second and fourth, that's the last outcome, then it's a regular victory. 2-1 would be the result. So right now, either a draw, or maybe even an ace if Tween misses the jump. I'm getting closer. Almost passing, but a draw. Because first and fourth, second and third.
Draw.
Solary's talking so much. Yeah, they are. They're having... I mean, they're chatting the entire game, basically. So draw locked in there. The verdict on this is a 1-10-29 from Otak. 1-10-29. Tween with a mistake. That's going to be called by all the players. Tween is behind right now. That puts a lot of pressure on Kappa because he doesn't want to get aced, right? If he gets in third, that's 3 points gained for Into the Breach. So he has to risk. Right now, 2/10 behind, but catching up to Mime. Oh, Mime hitting the post. On the turn. But Alcon's pace here is great. Like, this track was chosen by Sinners, but Alcon's pace here is scary. Like, that is fast. That is low 110. Yeah. 110.4-ish if he gets the last jump right. Kappa gets it good too. And Tween will take third. So draw again, 110.56. Our roster's locked for the season, yeah. When are you playing a rally game with Janik? Have him read the instructions and maul at each other? That can't be healthy. It cannot be healthy for your friendship to do that. Like, why would we do that? We played... No, Trizzy, at Twitch Rivals last year, there was Operation Tangle. Do you remember that game? It's like a 2-player game, right? Where one person is in the train and one's the hacker, and you have to work together. Bro, I was losing it. I was losing it. We were so bad at that game. Overcooked was okay because we crushed it, but that game was awful. We did not do well. Mime, good start. Alcon, 0.5. We saw Mime gain a lot in the jumps last time. If he gets it right, could defend this, but that was pretty far. Tween getting a way better line up to first. Oh, Kappa bouncing early. Mime going low. Mime trying to deny, but a bit too wide. 100th. Very nice. Overcooked was horrible. Dude, I just have good memories of Overcooked. But yeah, chaotic game. Will you play Cup of the Day? Today, unfortunately, no. I will not. But I've seen the screenshots on Twitter. It's ice. If you're new on console and you haven't played it, it's ice Cup of the Day today. Worth checking out, I think. It might not be your style, but there's not a lot of great ice players, so maybe you could get a good result regardless. How do people know? The Bird app. It's on the Bird app. Why watch Cup of the Day when these matches are more intense? But that's the problem. You can't fall asleep to these games. I don't think you understand. Cup of the Day is people's sleep prescription. But this is too intense. This is far too much. Like, what if I raise the volume and start getting into... See that? Now you're gonna wake up. Cup of the Day, you just fall asleep. Oh, Wirtual, please explain the rules for the 900th time. Wait, it's a 15-minute qualifier where you have to set the best time you can, and top 64 get Division 1. Like, you see, Cup of the Day is like, I mean, it's people's sleep medication. That's fine. but this, you actually have to, you have to follow. Close round, yeah. Now it's a knockout race where the slowest players get. Holy. And then there's just soothing grass map or whatever, yeah. I'd say Into the Breach are holding pretty well on control right now. Knowing Sinners picked it. Oh, this is so good for them. Elcon, important turn. He gets it. Decent. Could have probably gained a bit more with the approach, but still solid. Oh, tween. Going wide. Could ace right now. Up to 7-5. Very important round for them. Elcon missing the jump. Kappa missing as well, but getting past. Is Kappa going to make that last one, though? Tween looking for first. Getting a better bounce. Getting an earlier landing, but no. Kappa, does he make it? Does he make it? Turtles tries to flip the car. Elcon is coming through. Kappa turtling to the finish. The clutch. The turtle clutch in tournament to secure a draw. Absolute Chad behavior. He tried to flip the car, but he's like, nah, you know what? I'm just gonna wiggle my way through. What a legend. Legendary play right there. Six to 5 Sinners. That keeps them in the lead. Oh. How many maps are played? It's a best of 7. Right now it's map 4. His smile at the bottom, yeah. Cheeky smile from Martin. Oh. Look at the speed from Tween. Straight up in the first. Can he control a turn? Ooh, that's going to be a wide exit. Might be a better approach here from Into the Breach, but Kappa holding on as well. Close round. Very close fight here. The jumps have gone in the favor of Sinners in the last couple of rounds. Very equal here, I think. Tween slightly better. Mime off to the side. Could be a winning round for Sinners. Can they ace it even? Elcon low. Elcon wide, but remains second place. 8-6. 8-6. Ooh. That's what you have to do if you don't have speed. Mine will not be finishing, but it's okay. Still the same points. Track point for Sinners. They could go up to 3-1. Now, Into the Breach do have like a really strong map coming up for them next. I think Breaking. The design of it suits them a lot more than Sinners. But like the mental of being down 3-1, I don't know how they're gonna deal with that. So if Sinners lock in this map right now, they could be winning their first best of 7 in TM World Tour. Ooh. Battle race your first couple of the day. Enjoy, have fun, good luck. Goes to everyone. I wish I could join you guys today, but I'm gonna do my responsibilities as a caster. Map looks cool though. This is a very close fight. Tween right now needs to hold the fort, cannot afford to get passed by the players, and he gets the best jump on the first one. But Elcon is so close. Tween, does he hold? Still consistent. Mime and Elcon so close to the ace, but 0.1 away. And they won't get past Sinners yet. 9-7. What are my responsibilities? To entertain you guys. In what ways I can. Like, this might be an unprofessional take, but I could, you know, if it gets too hot, arrange a like hot tub stream cast of TMGL, and if that gets more viewership on TMGL and its wonderful sponsors, Caporal, by the way, French streetwear, there's an argument to be made like, why are we not doing that? It's better content. Why aren't we casting in a hot tub? Like a jacuzzi. Oh, it's so unprofessional to have fun at work. You know? Damn. Can't have fun at work. Pay-per-view, and you get the hot tub cam. Very close round. Into the breach, almost acing to secure the map. Are they actually going to get it here? Kappa might deny, and they will barely deny into the breach from coming back here. Their only option was an ace, but Sinners defend. 3-1.
Sinners wins the track.
That's huge for them. Like, winning off-road, I think, caught so many people by surprise. Control is closer on paper, but still, they're up 3-1. So breaking now. It's map 5. And pool map 6? No, they banned pool. Is it speed? Speed is map 6, yeah. Me as a non-Trackmania player, was everyone spamming grease flag emoji? There was a Reddit thread the other day, Trissy, about a guy winning rounds, and he was like, why is everyone saying nice try when I win a round? Why is everyone so toxic in this game? Like, I do well and they just say nice try. And they're talking about NT, nice time. Because Trackmania players are actually nice and they congratulate you on your performance. Because you're doing so well. Nice time, NT. But yeah, breaking here. Long map, 1 minute 14. That's the amount of time it takes. And look at this. Sinners. Momentum. Uh-oh, into the breach. We're coming up to the identity, and Sinners could ace. Identity is really tough, though. You have to wiggle the car to slow down. 350 speed on the first one, and then 280 on the next. We lost Kappa to a crash. Can mine past Tween. He's trying, but he crashes out himself. Tween crashes out. Elcon takes first. And now who is in second? Is it Tween? I think it is Tween indeed. Tween too wide. They could get ace. Mime acing with 8 seconds behind. Okay. I mean, when I said the identity is difficult, I wasn't kidding. It's hard. It's a hard identity. Oh my god, okay. So, stylistically, yeah, it does perhaps suit into the breach better. But that round, very unfortunate for Sinners. They were doing so well early and then it all fell apart. Also the pace. The pace was good. 1:13.03 is the world record. No cup of the day, no, unfortunately, chat. No cup of the day today, because I'm casting Trackmania tournament. But here's what I suggest. You can play cup of the day on your main screen, and then we can talk on the second. And then I can, like, cheer you on in your ice journey. So, mime into the pillar. It's so cool having the sponsors in the maps. Yeah, it feels like they're driving through an arena, you know? I shall win with honor. Good luck. Play against people your skill level and do your best. Kappa right now. Still in first. Elcon almost sliding off, but getting the setup. Kappa missing the end. Oh, this map is really just so unfortunate for Sinners. They've... Like, at this point, I want to say the scoreline should have been like 4-2 for Sinners if it wasn't for the identity. 4-2 or 5-1 for Sinners. It should have been completely opposite. But they're missing that approach in the end. So it's a great pick from Into the Breach. Like, they realized, let's put these guys in something they're not that comfortable on. And it's working. It's really working. Tween and Kappa aren't out of it yet, though. Just gotta keep a good mental. Backwards pops like couple a day. I will not be tricked into disobeying my duties, okay? You can try, but I will still be casting. You can say it's backwards, it's bobsleigh. I've had the map in RMC, I have world record on it. All the pro players aren't play. I can't. Okay, I can't. I have to stick to to the cast. Kappa and Tween actually acing on breaking. What's going on? They're back. It's unironically bobsleigh. I know it's their bob's turn, yeah. I know. I know. It looked fun from the screenshot. Check out the map after? Yeah, sure. Oh, what? Elcon, that is a tilter. That is a tilter. He steered too sharp going into the water, so his car floated out and up, hopping out. Damn. Plus 17. Could get aced again. Yeah, that's a keyword player issue. But the start here is very hard. Like, when I played it, I would go to the right of the sausage block in the start to get an easier angle, but it loses like 0.10. And the fact that none of these guys are doing it means they're willing to take that risk. Oh no, it's okay. So, again, could have been an ace, but Kappa respawned. Kappa has respawned. And it's likely going to be a regular victory. I'm safing here. Safing. So to show that again. Yeah. I think he's showing the others. Like, he wants the others to see it. I think that's why he's still here. He's like... He wants them to see it. I just got some BS. Yo, Robinson. So here, I would go to the right to get a more diagonal left angle, but yeah, 0.10 lost. Music a bit loud. Okay. Just kidding, it's a good soundtrack. Oh, Elcon almost into the wall. 6-6, by the way. I think this one could already be locked in for Sinners several times. They've had some mishaps. Into the breach. I've yet to look super clean on this. But Tween is looking so good. Great pace. Kappa, also good speed on the ice, but Mime with the wiggle catches up to Tween. Tween hitting the wall on the inside. Where is Elcon? Can they get something here into the breach? Put us on map 6. Soon. Kappa looks like he's going to be able to hold second, but is he going to try to get Mime in the end? Not quite, Mime. Beautiful ending. Elcon? A little bit far. Oh, that's a good time. Tween, before he crashed, was on world record pace. Tween was on world record pace until he crashed. 8-7, double match point. Can you speed slide with engine off? No. Only with engine on. That also goes for grass wiggles, for dirt wiggles. If you have engine off, it's best to not slide. So yeah, really impressed by Sinners this week. Like the fact, because I feel going into this, I was thinking they have so many weaknesses in terms of map picks, right? So many gimmicky maps that you can pick against them and get a big advantage on. And though they might lose this map, they're still looking really good. Like, if they fix up the identity issues, they're still really fast. Kappa here, though. 1 versus 2 needs to win this to extend the game, and he just pushed full all in through that corner with the icy tires to get a bigger turn radius, and he's in the lead now. Onto the first plank, better speed than Mime. Second one, is Kappa gonna deny? Whoa, a bit wide, Mime snipes it away, I think, and locks in the map. Great fight from Kappa, but Mime taking it away. Whew. This was picked by Into the Breach. And the expectation was that they would take it. But still, like, Sinner's getting 8 points here. With all the crashes they had, like all the opportunities, they're still looking really good. I don't think breaking is even a weak map for them anymore. Big raid, Gamer Fabio, thank you so much for raiding the cast. Huge. Welcome everybody. We're going on to speed. Very interesting that this map is so late into the game, because this is a map Sinners have first picked a few times, and it hasn't really worked out for them. It's been like their let's go for this to kick off. But I think they lost it to KC, and they played it one other time as well. Can't remember who, but I think they've lost it. But maybe against Into the Breach. It's a very tough map. What are we doing after the best of 7? Watching 2 more best of 7s. The next one is Alliance Solary. Total banger game. So it's gonna be a lot of esport today. After all the best of 7s though, I'm gonna play some Trackmania myself. Ooh. High speed map here, that's why it's called speed. We got the tight slalom part and then the full send across here. Outside dirt. Solid start from Mime. It's the first time we see Into the Breach play this in a match. Mime getting the gear down landing. Tween first, Kappa third. It's an okay split for the first round. Shaking loose a bit of nerves. Alcon missing the drift. Tween and Kappa top 2 before the identity, where they now have to drive and slalom between the pillars. Mime hitting the wall there. Elcon getting past him. Elcon might even get past Tween. Tween in a bit of danger, but it's going to hold on to that, and it's a draw. It's a draw, round 1. Map has a bad ending. So the ending of this is like... It is so tough for the players, and it is visually impressive, but I feel it's too difficult. So I feel more often than not, it makes players look bad for crashing rather than good for surviving. You know what I mean? It's a cool map, but I wish there was a little bit more space, so the players would survive more often, because it's like 50-50 now when they crash. And then you would have way more close rounds, I think. Because now it kind of feels like, okay, Into the Breach have the lead, but they still have to do this pixel perfect slalom. There goes Elcon. And now, yeah, I don't see. Will Mime get it? The timing for the turns. Looks like he has it on lock. Kappa and Tween as well, getting it. 104.70. It's very punishing. I think that's the problem, yeah, for players. They feel it's very punishing. But I mean, hey, you gotta learn that, you gotta learn breaking, you gotta learn all the maps. What happens if both teams get to 10 in the same round? Then you go to overtime. Then you play a tiebreaker round. Which has happened a few times. Last week we had a map go to 12 to 11, I think it was. Or even 13 to 12. Because they kept getting overtime draws. Ooh, Kappa into the wall on the outside. Tween 1 versus 2. Looks like he had a solid jump though. Ooh, losing a little bit on the transition. Good drift from Alcon and Mime, both of them keeping the lead. And now the end. Elcon's entering with a lot of speed. That makes it even harder. It's almost supposed to be Mime hesitating, backing out of the turn. Tween coming through. Is it fast enough to pass Elcon? Not quite, but Kappa gets past Mime, and it's a draw again. 3. You like my cursor? Thank you. I think it's nice to have it to show you guys. I know some people, when they do watch parties, they have like a pen tool to draw on screen, which would be even better. Maybe I can install the pen. I don't know if I trust myself with a pen though. Guys, there was a cast. There was a cast, right? The other week for TMGL, when me and Janik are sitting there at the caster desk, and I have a pen in my hand. And I get very fidgety with things. I'm just very fidgety as a person. Like, if you give me a deck of cards, I want to shuffle it. If you give me poker chips, I want to like stack them and move them and whatever, right? I have a pen in my hand, and we're casting it, and I'm fidgeting with the pen the entire game, like rolling it, like spinning it on my hand. And then we're doing like our like post-game, like, oh, that was a good game, we're gonna throw it to break. I look at my hand, and it's just blue from like from the ink. The entire hand is blue because I've been sitting and doing this. So I was like, all right guys, we're gonna we're gonna throw it to a quick break. We'll be right back. Holy shit, I felt like a literal child in a restaurant that just spaghetti all over my shirt. It was bad. Nobody commented on it. I had to check chat. Nobody saw it. But yeah, no, you give me a pen, it's scary. Oh, mistakes here from Into the Breach. They have the lead in the match now, 5-4, but do big mistakes. Elcon as well as Mime into the walls. Sinners are gonna know this. Can they save the ending? It's not really an identity you can drive safe. Elcon is close enough to put them under pressure. Only needs to see one mistake here. Oh, not even a mistake. Look at him risking. Have Sinners played it too safe. Elcon could take this away. More speed than both of them. And your ace is not going anywhere. Elcon keeping the lead for Into the Breach. Whew. Too safe. But I think you could say almost to Tween and Kappa, like, they made the right call there. Because the chance of Elcon surviving that identity at full speed when he has to risk is very low. And so it's actually kind of good of them to slow down and secure getting to the finish. You could almost say it, the outcome makes it hard to argue. Like, if they drove that slow and Elcon crashed, we'd be applauding them, right? Oh, what a great call to drive slow. So, I don't know. Variant, but Sinners, 6-5. Still not a bad round for them. And they have another good start. Another mistake from Mime here. Same situation. What's the call now? You know Elcon risked the identity, probably feeling good about it. Do you full send yourself to match it? Maybe one of them full send, one risk. Sorry, one full send, one full safe. Mime is not that far behind either. Here we go. Alright, both slowing down tremendously. Not getting the line exactly, but neither does Elcon. And that is the ace, 8-6. Holy, you got Div 1? Yo, congratulations. Div 44, enjoy couple of day. Good luck. I'm rooting for all of you guys. If you win, tell me in chat. It's important to have winners. Winners in our stream. Clutch players. 8-6. Sinners now on like match point. They could win the entire match with a regular victory here. Had they made it a swifter win, they could have played couple today, but now they just have to try to settle for their first win in TM World Tour. Looks a little shabby right now as Into the Breach are almost about to ace them. But there's still the identity to go. And Tween is close. Tween got that part really well. Elcon with a great pace up front. Does not need to risk so much anymore. The battle for first almost won if he can just safe the ending. Mime with low speed. There goes Tween past him. It's going to get 1 point for the team. Kappa's made a mistake. And it will be 9-8. Great time from Elcon. 1:04:54. This was picked by Sinners.
Victory.
9-8. The thing about this, it's so volatile. Into the Breach with one good round here could put it to map 7. Sinners have not closed it out yet, and it's getting scary. It's getting scary now. Oh. A little bit of traction lost. Elcon with a lot of speed through there, pushing, landing wide. Good speed for the jump across. Also avoiding the corner there. But here comes Kappa, and Tween is right behind. Quite level field before the end, but again, they've gained this big advantage with Elcon. Pushing like a maniac. Out of the start. Oh, Mime too wide, scary. Kappa and Tween only need a draw here. Draw or better. By now, Elcon made a mistake in the slalom too. Close race though before the identity. Mime holding first right now. Crashes out. Tween and Kappa side by side. That is going to be Sinners taking their first win in the league against Into the Breach and winning this battle of the two bottom teams right now. Huge win. I think the surprise really happened on off-road.